Dreams are fed by our own desires. They dwell within us since we are born, and this is what we call them until they become real. But have you ever wondered what happens to dreams that never come true? Prieto awoke in the same spot again. His memories vanished at dawn. There was little excitement behind circus walls. Wandering nor here nor there whilst picking gypsophilas was often the main source of entertainment. Just as every night, Prieto had the recurrent feeling that the strange beings and pantomimes that inhabited the orb were somewhat unlike him.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einem neuen Angespielt. Schön, dass ihr da seid. Danke für euer Interesse. Heute Onirike oder Onirike. Ich weiß nicht, wie es genau ausgesprochen wird. Vielleicht wisst ihr es besser. Ich lasse mich da gerne belehren. Schreibt es in die Kommentare.
Clowns are said to hide sadness behind their disguise. Strength to put on a smile had abandoned this one clown. Fears of being branded as ridiculous drove him to desperately seek approval. In the end, his possessive little puppet took control of his movements, with the strings that held them together. Prieto was insecure and shy, and had never really found the courage to mingle with the others, but surely just around the corner that was all going to change. Looking at the clown, Prieto came to realize that there was something he wanted to say, but the puppet wouldn't let him. What if he just cut the strings?
Zerschneide die Fäden, die den Clown gefangen halten. Ja, dann brauche ich erstmal Messer oder eine Schere. Muss ich mal gucken. Da laufe ich in die falsche Richtung, von daher kam ich. Und schauen wir mal, was hier so abgeht.
Prieto felt that the rest of the beings in the circus weren't like him. While Prieto pondered over how to free the clown, he encountered greasy, obese Grand Mac, who, as he usually did, was milking his poor skinny cow. Greed is a bottomless pit, a never-ending effort which never provides true satisfaction, and Grand Mac was the epitome of a greedy soul. He found utmost joy in storing all kinds of objects, for they were his most cherished treasure. He boasted to others about them and took displeasure in seeing them touched by hands that were not his own.
Okay, er hat eine Schere hier liegen. Gib her die Schere.
You there? Why do I see you lurking around here? Look at the mess you've made, spat Grand Mac. Prieto, a little scared, dared not move. You are jealous of my wealth, are you not? Said Grand Mac. Prieto timidly glanced at Grand Mac's prized possessions. An old pair of scissors caught his eye. Two colleagues walking to a beat, big round eyes, and long, long feet, said Grand Mac. Prieto, eyes fixed on the scissors, did not utter a word. In view of this, Grand Mac said, "Are you dumb, or you just cannot talk? Do you like my scissors? If you want them, you will have to give me something precious in return. Round like a saucer, unaffected by blows, and relentless bouncer."
Hole die Schere und bringe dafür etwas Rundes zu Grand Mac. Was Rundes, ein Ball oder ein Flummi. Hier liegt schon was, aber das ist bestimmt nicht richtig. Erstmal werfe ich die Dominosteine hier um. Und dann gucken wir mal, wo hier was Rundes gibt.
The rest of the beings in the circus weren't like him.
Ich habe es schon gefunden, hier oben. Aber wie komme ich hier hoch? Hier. Da oben ist ein Ball. Mal gucken, ob ich den mitnehmen kann. Ja, das klappt. Mal schauen, ob er dann tauscht. Ball gegen Schere.
Even if the thought of giving one of his precious possessions away did not come easy to Grand Mac, the sublime spherical perfection of Prieto's finding impressed him. After some hesitation, Grand Mac decided on offering a truce.
So it seems that you were not so dumb after all. You may have the scissors in exchange for the ball,
he said. Silence is a hard argument to refute, and Prieto remained tight-lipped. Grand Mac handed over his precious scissors to Prieto, and then admired his newly acquired orbicular treasure.
Okidoki, die Schere habe ich erhalten. Dann jetzt zurück zum Clown. Wo war denn der nochmal? Jetzt muss ich erstmal gucken, da hinten.
Prieto returned to the clown's house. Again, he had the feeling that the clown wished to share something important, but the puppet wouldn't let him. Armed with his scissors and guided by his kind heart, Prieto decided to cut the strings that held the clown captive.
Schnipp, schnapp, ab. Och, da flitzt er los, der Kleine.
When he did, an enraged puppet stormed out of the circus walls, huffing in anger and leaving the door open while shouting, "Do not call it quits!" Unshackled from the puppet strings, the clown broke his silence and warily said to Prieto, "Once, a long time ago, I was just like you. I too was full of hope. But over time, I became infected with laziness and neglect, and soon ended up trapped in my own misery. I wholeheartedly appreciate what you've done. I fear it is too late for me, but you still have time to leave this place. It is said that beyond the circus walls, within the great volcano, lies the well of truth. There, dreams come true. Follow me, and I will show you something," offered the clown.
Auch wieder ein sehr liebevoll gestaltetes Spiel, das gefällt mir, auch der Grafikstil. Es gibt so viele schöne Spiele und die Grafiken sind irgendwie alle doch anders vom Grafikstil her. Das ist echt erstaunlich. Der läuft aber ganz schön langsam hier, der Clown. Ich lauf schon mal vor. Jetzt kann ich erstmal warten, bis der angewatschelt kommt. Halleluja. Mach hinne!
Prieto followed the clown up to the gate, and once there, the clown said, "I have been watching you closely, night after night, and I believe you still have not learnt how to keep your memories at sunrise. Do you see that circular stone on the floor? It is a memory stone. There are many of them spread out throughout the orb. If you place yourself on top of one at dawn, time will begin to accelerate. Try it for yourself, and you will slowly see that when the sun rises, you will no longer feel lethargic, nor will your memory fail you."
Okidoki. Das war ja schon mal ganz aufschlussreich bis
Daytime
hierhin.
arrived, and the memory stone took Prieto to the Drosophila field, a place of splendor, filled with light that made Prieto feel so light as a feather and full of hope. Still unaware, Prieto ignored that those beautiful spores floating through the air were going to be much needed on his journey.
Ui, ich kann fliegen. Und ich muss Samen einsammeln, hier diese Pollen, die hier rumfliegen. Ja, das hat was. Ist eigentlich sehr beruhigend, das hier zu spielen. Keine Hektik. Und einschläfernde Musik.
While Prieto busied himself with picking spores, night fell. Prieto returned to the orb, but on this occasion, unlike other nights, his memory had not deserted him. The clown stood next to the memory stone and, determined to help Prieto, remarked, "I see you have not been idle in the Drosophila field. You have handpicked quite a few spores. Do you remember the bright flowers that grow on the circus walls? They are called Drosophilas. These flowers give you hope and make you be seen. If you cease to pick these flowers for a while, you will become invisible and will vanish into thin air until night falls again. Although flowers only grow naturally behind the circus walls, it is possible to plant them elsewhere. Come with me," said an enthused clown on their way to the gates of the Stonewood.
Ich laufe schon mal vor.
An intrigued Prieto kept track of the clown. Once inside the wood, the clown said, "Here, this here is the ideal spot to plant the spores you pick. You'll soon see how quickly flowers full of hope bloom." Prieto did as he was told and planted a spore. In no time at all, bright flowers sprung up from the soil. The clown, full of excitement as he had once been before, said to Prieto, "If you so desire to explore the orb, you ought to learn how to administer the spores correctly. I have marked out specific areas of the wood that are suitable for cultivation. If you plant seeds in these areas, you should be able to visit the flank. They tend to contradict themselves a fair bit, but the truth of the matter is, they hold many secrets regarding the orb. Not far from where they live lies a big stone heart. It is said to hold a secret within."
Finde das Haus der Flanks im Steinwald.
Prieto entered the Stonewood guided by the glimmering spots the clown had marked out to plant Drosophilas. Prieto planted a spore, and it instantly grew into a plant. When he picked it from the ground, he noticed a renewed sense of hope from within, which spurred him onwards.
Okidoki, dann schaue ich mal, wo das Haus sein könnte. Hier muss man echt aufpassen, wenn man nämlich runterplumpst, dann wird man wohl den ganzen Weg nochmal erklimmen müssen.
Prieto needed Gypsophila so as not to become invisible.
Ja, ich bin ja schon unterwegs. Okidoki, dann snack ich mir die Teile hier oben erstmal rein. Dort kann ich gleich wieder einen Samen pflanzen.
Prieto began to feel somewhat weak. It was clear that he was in need of the magical Drosophila in order to remain visible.
Ja, ich weiß.
Prieto needed Drosophila to become visible again.
Natürlich bin ich runtergefallen. Man sieht jetzt auch gar nichts mehr, wenn er unsichtbar ist. Ist natürlich nicht so schön. Oh, das war knapp. Jo, wo geht's denn hier weiter? Sackgasse hier. Und ein Haus habe ich bis jetzt noch nicht gesehen. Wo soll das bitte sein? Hier komme ich ja wieder zurück.
Prieto needed Drosophila so as not to become invisible.
Ich bin ganz oben, aber ich sehe kein Haus.
Prieto became invisible.
Kann ja nur hier irgendwo lang sein. Ups, den muss ich noch mitnehmen. So, schon besser. Das ist ja echt das reinste Labyrinth hier, wenn ich mich schon hier einmal verlaufen habe, was gar nicht mal so prickelnd ist. Dann kann es ja nur noch besser werden. Ha, hier geht's nämlich weiter. Oh, ich sehe ein Pilzhaus. Oder was auch immer das sein soll. Schnell mal hin.
Arriving to the land of the flanks was no mean feat. However, Prieto stuck to the task and managed to find their house. Prieto approached the flanks, who showed no sign of surprise at his presence. "The face is a mirror of the soul," said one. "Looks can be deceiving," added the other. Prieto stood totally still and wondered whether or not the flanks were talking about him. "The confusion is crystal clear," affirmed the mouthless flank. "He must be the clown's friend," said the smirking flank straight away. "The hardest thing about having many friends is to know which ones you can call true," added the mouthless flank. "I wonder what he's after," one flank said. "Curiosity killed the cat," said the other. "But cats have 7 lives, you know," added the first. "Maybe it's love he seeks," said one of the flanks. "Eternal love lasts only so long," added another. "I love you not, you love me. I 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 love you not, you love me," the flanks chanted repeatedly. Prieto was clearly starting to tire of the conversation. Love was in the air, and Prieto was beginning to choke. He decided the best thing would be to leave the flanks as they were and continue to search for the big stone heart that the clown had spoken of.
Lüfte das Geheimnis des Herzens aus Stein. Okidoki, das mache ich noch und dann werde ich das Video schön cutten, denn es soll nur ein Angespielt sein und euch die Kaufentscheidung erleichtern. Ich hatte auf jeden
A
Fall...
big flower, some tiles, and a huge stone heart. Prieto thought that if they did hide a secret, the flanks had not been of much service to him. Or perhaps they had.
Ich hatte auf jeden Fall viel Spaß bis hierhin. Ist ein schönes Spiel. Was muss ich da machen? Mich draufstellen? Okay, die Platte. Die Platte. Nein. Okay, die Blüte oben. Dann die Blüte daneben. Okay.
Prieto needed Gypsophilia to become visible again.
Jetzt kann ich nichts machen, weil ich unsichtbar bin. Ach jo, Leute. Zum Glück habe ich hier einen Samen gepflanzt. Wie war das? Hier? 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 Da? Hier? Und hier.
I love you not, you
Ja.
love me. I love you not, you love me. I love you not, you love me. The flanks clearly knew far more than meets the eye. The heart rose up, and what seemed to be a part of a key came out from within.
Oh. Voll fett, ey. Wow, ein Stückchen vom Schlüssel. Finde die Schlüsselfragmente. Einen von 7 habe ich. Soll ich das noch machen? Ich weiß nicht, wie lange das jetzt noch dauert, die ganzen Teile da zu finden.
Prieto left the stone wood as dawn was fast approaching. He needed to find a memory stone in order not to forget the recent happenings. Luckily enough, the clown had marked out a route for him using farmland as reference.
Ich glaube, das wird zu lang gehen, Freunde. Die Videos sollen nicht zu lang gehen, das soll nur angespielt sein. Dann bedanke ich mich bei euch. Und ich hoffe, ihr konntet euch einen ersten Eindruck von dem Spiel machen. Ich finde es ganz gut. Grafisch ist es schön. Steuerung ist auch sehr, sehr gut. Ja, der Sound ist auch top. Beruhigende Musik. Sehr, sehr schön. Ich habe Spaß gehabt. Ich hoffe, ihr auch. Ich hoffe, ihr schaut auch bald hier bei mir wieder rein. Vielen lieben Dank. Ciao.